let's test this then. Boy from Facebook, as per usual, like everything. And travelled for it. It needs a clean. Yeah, it's a Grenier to match my WA 1287. So let's have a test then. I'm gonna take that out. Wow, actually it's pretty exposed actually. This is quite cool. Everything's exposed. It needs a proper clean. Look. Come back in 2 seconds. Oh, see if it works then. So, obviously it's not going to condense water because it's too full. This needs a good hoover out. I think it's had 20 years of use and no hoover or anything. A little bit of build up there. That's back breath from obviously the condenser being full. Now, there's actually a bulb there. It does have a drum light, but obviously not working. So TA81. Oh yeah, it's getting hot now. So I think there's a problem. If anyone noticed then when you reversed. capacitor now. The time works. Yeah, it's not reversing properly. Yeah, it's still going that way. It's supposed to be going that way. And that'll be down to capacitors. So, like when it starts back up again. So we'll tell this capacitor issue if I start loading it up a bit more. Put some actual washing in. Yeah, put some washing in. It did take a bit of a while then. Synthetics. I wonder if that's for low heat though. Just moved it over a bit. So that is a WAE24063, and that's a WAE24063. That one is ready to go. That one stinks to high hell. That one was from the other week, and that one months ago, and that one was from years ago. The one you've seen on the channel. It stinks. Clearly hasn't been boil washed before I put it away, because there was the mould kind of growing in it. Well, started to anyway. Yeah. So put on a clean out. Rinse plus on. But that one, you're not actually gonna see any videos at all of this on the channel. Because of course I've already got that one. But to be fair, you're not going to really see much of these two either anyway. That's ready to go. It's quite neat, this one. This one's hardly been used. When I got it, the other door seal, I think I've already shown you, I can't remember. If I haven't, it's in this video now. But the other door seal just basically had a big mould patch on the bottom, but the entire seal itself was fine. I also replaced the seal. That's odd, that granny went backwards. Huh, that granny works better with the loading. We're going to look at that in a minute, that Bosch. Have a look at its motor. Cool. I'm going to get something else in. Right, got it off Facebook. It's a Service M602, but it needs a little bit of a repair here and there. Like that's come undone. It looks like something's hit this because it pushed this off completely. Also, it needs completely. It is proper U in here. It's an M602. I bought it. It should work fully. So we're going to test it out and clean it out in a minute. Neat little thing. Been after one of these for a while actually, so yeah. Yeah, the trouble is it's that mouldy, it's holding. Ew. All the dirt about. Like, it's got that much dirt built inside with the mold, like mould, whatever you want to call it. It's actually holding dampness, which is causing it to. Ew. Anyway, so what we're going to do. Also another thing. This came with no screws in the lid for some reason. That's where it's come from. Originally from, oh where it was sold initially, new. There we go, M602S. Cool. Alright, I've got a hot and cold feed pipe on and we'll get it going. Alright, I've left it out, put some towels in. This mostly works as dial. It goes round all the way round absolutely fine. Even there, look, so we've got lingerie, quick wash. Then when it gets to delicate, could be 1 hour 18. Not sure. But when you get to cold wash, it gets even worse. It says 1 hour 26, 1 hour 18. Okay. Then we'll get like quick wash about there, or delicate, or jumpers wash. Cold wash could be anything. Shower rinses is fine, and spin. So the cold wash is quite corrupted. I think I pressed it. So I left it in the middle because I'm going to obviously clean it whilst it's washing. It has done the typical yellowing. This may be silver, but it's already, but it actually yellows. Surface oil is dead. Nice drain out. So yeah, come back to it. Give it a clean. So we're only 2 minutes in. There's a little bit of a problem. It may go. I like the belt stretched. Well, it's not just too healthy. Yeah, the motor's not healthy. The brushes are gone. Yeah. Okay. Huh? That was horrendous. Also, what's going on behind here? Why is it? Oh no, maybe I just want to change them over. Ah, no, right, that's not fun. Right, probably got some spare brushes about. It's got a really good timer. It's been off like 3 minutes and it's lost 1 minute. Damn. So I'm going to take them towels out. I'll look at the brush to unplug it, have a look at the brushes, see how long they are. Right, so we've got the motor off, and that's the length of the brush. Yeah, I think the brush is fine. Why is it freaking out? Also, what motor it is? It's a Bosch one. Yep. What I might do is we'll put the electro ones in instead. Just to make sure. It seems a bit weird that he's quite literally half freaking out. So yeah, we'll replace them. So I'm just thinking those ones are in maybe non-genuine, as in they're not even like electro parts. They might be something else, and it just might not be liking it whatsoever. Or just have a quick look at the other brush. I'm taking one out, let's take the other one out. Yep, the other brush is just as long. So he's had a recent brush change. So we'll stick the electro part ones in. Let's see what they do. I mean, they're slightly curved. That's the odd thing. That shouldn't affect it. And the commentator's absolutely perfect, so I'm not entirely sure why it's freaking out. So we'll stick the new ones in. Or shall I say we'll place them. We'll put them in, see what it does. Right, so we'll put the genuine brushes in now, see what it does. Oh no, it's not doing anything. I did plug the other side in, right? Yes, I did. Try again, shall we? Don't like the start. Just been now. I'll put the cable back in into the back of the motor. I'm not giving up. Right, what I'm going to do is take the washing out, spin the drum by hand a little bit, put it on antibacterial 90 and see what it does. But the board's fried by the sounds of things. Oh no. So interestingly, with no motor action for 3 minutes, it's decided to drain. Once I noticed the start light's gone out. See? yeah, so I got this from Service Quartz nowadays. I used to be Service Gem. 1986 Zanussi H-axis top loader. I'm not plugging it in for a while, so it's gonna be put away for a while. And then we've got this. Back. So this is the Beko that about 2 years ago the inlet heads completely broke. It's gone to my workplace. It was pretty rotten then. It's still even more rotten, but they are even more dirty. And yeah, the drum. How? That's the first time I've seen a spider snap on the Beko. How was that? But yeah, it was quite odd because on the Friday I put my stuff in, washed absolutely fine. Then on Monday, it just completely snapped. Without warning, there was no warning. It went from perfectly fine to snap. No banging, no clattering, nothing, to just that. So yeah, it's scrap. Let's take a look at this then. It might work. No, tell a lie. It won't work. It turns on. Quite weird display that. Some of the LEDs are semi-dead. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird. Like, you can see the actual things, but they're not properly lighting. Never mind. Weird. Whoops. Okay. So basically, she said that that make an unusual noise. And it wasn't washing very well. Well, when you're washing on a 45-minute wash, it ain't gonna help, is it? I thought initially, by description, it may have been a Hall sensor issue. May still be. It's working, apparently. But, like I said, once you put a full load in, it can be quite different. I've had it before where, like, you know, you put less washing in, it'll work. But if you put full load in, it doesn't. It's usually a Hall sensor, so. What we'll do is get this in, fill it with some towels, put in a boil wash, see what it does. I wonder what Half-Load Plus does then. Does it like just automatically go for a half-load cottons? Tense is 60. Cool. Honestly, I'll get it going, clean it up a bit, make sure the jets are working. Yeah, because we've got jets, haven't we, on this? Or not. Oh, also, I wonder about this, and actually, that there is the inner band to go around the drum, and it's not connected properly. So that needs doing as well. Because this is a replacement door seal, and I'm guessing the reason why she replaced it because it was full of mould. Yeah, this has been doing this now for about 3-4 minutes. It's trying to overload and it's now been 4 minutes. This is like the 12th time doing this. Now I know so it's supposed to do 3 times. Go, yeah, we're done. That's ridiculous. But that might be also the issue then. That might be causing it to do it 1200 times. Yeah. Well, I'll let it do its thing. But it's definitely not tumbling right. It should tumble a bit more frequently than that. And I think a lot of it is kind of failing. Watch. The jet works though, oddly enough. See, doesn't know anything. Nice reset, look, that's why it's gone off. Alright, let's continue descaling this Milo a little bit more. So this quartz has already done so to a degree, but I think it required a little bit more descaling. Also, I'm not sure about the spider. It's maybe on its way out. You can only tell on the final spin, only at max speed, but you know. The algae is still doing its dance about. It is warming up though, and the mealer is warmer than the algae already. We've only been running for about 15 minutes. The meal's probably about 35-ish or something. Right, we'll test this out. And it's an Innex. Bought it on purpose from the auctions, so let's see if it works. It turns on, fine. Absolutely fine. Well, that didn't start the auto test. That's annoying. Let's try this then. And there we go, auto test. So I bought it on purpose because there's quite a few cycles on here that you don't get on any of the other undersets, including like the daily, everyday 30 degree eco cycles, which are quite special. to itself actually. Don't seem to appear on anything else. And you get the stains button, which only seems to appear on the Innex, and that's it. So that gives you 3 unique cycles as well. Another thing I like about this machine, now I've only been obviously just having a quick nosy, is you see these little LEDs here above the temperature and spin. They beep at you. Obviously it's got a beeper, hasn't it? If you go beyond a certain spin that you can't have, it will start flashing at you, and it'll beep and then that will flash, and then it will continue flashing to say you cannot have that spin. So if you go too high, it's going to beep. Same with temperature too. If you go too high, and interestingly, if you go too low, which is the first time I've come across any cycles to come with a too low option. Just let the stains on the cotton cycle, and only the cotton cycle only seems to work what they work on. Well, that I know of. Might work on synthetics, who knows. But anyway, if you do that, you can only select a temperature of 60 all the way down to 30. Go to 20 and it will start flashing at you. Go to 70 or 90 and it will start flashing at you. So, plan of action with this machine is to wash race it against the start and the my time there. And I'll use that my time. Or shall I use the other my time? The 6 kilo one with the broken spider. That's breaking shots at it. Not sure. But we'll do one or the other. Now the reason behind it. Oh, and then obviously the only other wash race I can't do, it's that rare, but there's also an Insit Life. Only ones I've ever paired that I know of. They do exist, oddly enough. But the only difference between the Life and say that and the Start is how the programs are laid out. So you sort of got a good mix, hence the word Life, so it's put into 4 sections on the dial. So let's finish this thing, and then we'll put some citric acid in, and we'll put on the top clean cycle, which this has as well, which is quite interesting. I think out of the lot, I like the Innex, I think, more than all the others, to a degree. Because the trouble with the My Time is the fact that the quick wash cycles are pretty low in temperature, so you might as well just have a normal washing machine. Like that, there you go. That's good. Yeah. Ooh, look, I can do it sideways. Yay! 1 out of 27 on the LG. Not near heated yet. We're in about 40 degrees, but the Miele, it's getting hot. Alright. It's still in the same position, so obviously it knows it's not there yet. But once it reaches temperature, it should go ping and then start advancing. Like that. Also, it's looking pretty clear in there as well. And then you got the Miele, still not advanced. Still unbelievably hot. Like it's gonna have to like advance in a minute. But oddly enough, even the LG is not actually caught up. That's probably about 70-ish. The Miele is very close to hitting its temperature. I definitely need to run some more more citric acid through this. Because the problem is, if you've got a thick coating around your heater, you need to get rid of all that. Not only that, it gets around the stat as well, and it actually means that it takes longer to heat up, partly because it's got to go through a layer of line scale on the heater, but because the line scale is also on the thermostat, it means that the heat transfer to the thermostat is delayed. So, according to the manual, a dual cold for a 95 cotton should take 69 minutes. But that being said, that is for a single heater, 16 amp, which would, because it's a German one, and therefore the heater is about 3000 watts instead. We've got a 25 amp split between two heaters, and if it's anything like the modern ones, that means it'd be 2600 watt ones instead. Which isn't bad. Not quite as powerful, but that means this is running at 3 kilowatts all the time, which is basically on the edge of what the plug can take, what the wires can take, should I say. That's unbelievably hot. Oh my god. They get real true 95. Yeah, so why it can't tumble properly. It can still spin though, that's the whole thing. goes nothing. I don't know what's going to happen. Anything? Nothing. That's got me thinking. Right, let's try again. So we put replacement board in. Now the motor will work. Now this is going to be obviously the same issue with the old board. But what happened was I've put one of the brushes in the wrong way. So instead of the flat bit hitting the commutator, you had the pointy bit instead. There was no contact. Click. Smooth. I think we fixed it. It's jumping straight away, is it? I'm not celebrating too much yet. I'm gonna let you do a few bursts. I just reckon I'm just gonna let it spin up a little bit, and then we'll put some washing in and see what happens. Suspension on these are very bouncy. There's no real surprise why. Because the way it's built is more modern. That is smooth. So what's happened with the old board is, with the old brushes running out, which you've seen, and then that's damaged the old board by lots of things. Nothing directly, nothing obvious, but a lot of burning. Wow. So, right, we'll get this on a couple of hours in, on 90, with some super stuff to try and foam it out a bit. And then go from there. I'm not going to put too much citric acid in. I don't know the spider's going to be a bit of a like that. At the end of the day, I want it to try and last a bit. So, a couple of boil washers out. Should help. And then we will get into wash. Oh, just for the update on this as well. This is the Hotpoint, the black Hotpoint dishwasher. Of course, nothing wrong, but the mains lead. They've obviously taped it up. They've told to take that up as well. They've had some kind of critter, maybe a mouse or something, and you can see this cable is completely been chewed. And obviously, where this has been, in fact, actually, that is exposed there. So I bought replacements, and that replacement's in. This is a bit of a pig to replace, because you'll undo it with the plug still attached. Undo the plug, and then you'll plug it, obviously the new one, you'll plug the fourth plug into there, try to put it back, and you won't go it back. Yeah. So the only way to get it in is to actually take the plug off, put the plug back in, and then you have to refit the plug from inside here. Still got to pull the screws back yet. What did I do with them? Main question. Let's see if it works this time. New board, new brushes. That's capacitor going out on the main board, the replacement main board. But hey-ho. The suspension's very bouncy indeed. That's why I put about I think it's about 4 or 5 towels in. 2 from that one, 2 from that one, 3 from that one, whatever. Very indecisive-like, but he just seems to pause. That's Maloney. So hang on. This indecisive Maloney. This is Antonio. Come on. There's a bit where it will change. It should change. Okay, I'm trying something. So I'll just take the washing out. Right, so it's now actually tumbling. Sort of. Nothing has changed. Same tumbles, but we are heating. Not spiking. Just thinking now, this is rubbish if you think about it. Because if it easily tumbles all the way through, I think it changes when it gets to wash. There's a wash stage. But if it's tumbling like this whilst heating, it's rubbish. So we've got to max temp, and it's just gone straight to end. Weird. Not doing anything now. Still locked. It's weird. Won't even drain. It's weird. I'll try something. Yeah. No, it's completely not working. At all. Don't matter what I do. Put a bit more water in to try and cool it down a bit. Nope. Put on 30. Press start. Clicks. That's it. No idea. What's no action from the pump? Anyway, know what's going on with this. So it was down to like 13 minutes. I thought, oh yeah, that's been nearly done. And it's just like jumped up to 2 hours 46 for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And yeah, I don't know where exactly getting it from. It's basically near enough dry. But it is taking a lot longer than normal to dry. To be fair, that filter could probably be due with getting swapped over, getting washed. Put the other one back in. Right, let's test the capacitor on this. The capacitor was on its way out. Right. So I've replaced the capacitor, of a new one, but another 10 microfarad from a Whirlpool. That was the one that was in, the one that was replaced. This had been replaced with, what's it, 16, 15, I don't know, makes sense. Can't be right. 12. 1004. So I ever made that one, in which case it's 20 years old. Imagine the capacitor's gone in, it's also about 20 years old. But of course I didn't necessarily fix it to sell on. This isn't to sell on, this is me. Right, so because this camera's playing about, this Sony camera is hopeless without being plugged in. The battery's that knackered. Anyway, this is a clean camera, of course. Yeah, it's just a reverse tumble straight away. No, so yeah, and it was a powerful reverse and a powerful start-up. No issues now. Yeah, that'll be a dead capacitor. Well, let's take a quick look at this white knight condenser made by probably, well, media anyway. They're quite odd as well. This was being sold a lot whilst Crossley was still around, so you had White Knight. I don't know how that happens. Like, this is I feel like Crossley sold out to, or at least sold the brand rights to media at some point. But then they're manufacturing condensers against their own condensers. Although, to be fair, this was still more expensive to buy than the equivalent White Knight condenser. Maybe because they were kind of going, well, hang on, we've got a nice big timer and we've got sensor drying programs and yeah. Although that's quite interesting. Look how long it takes for cupboard dry. That's 8 kilo. Well, you got quick, and we got low heat, and we got buzzer, which is a bit annoying because you can't keep it on. That would be quite good to have on. Cool tumble's 25 minutes long. Anyway, this is basically a huge mishmash of parts. You can tell it's Minute made by the sort of the back and the mains inlet filter here. But when it gets a bit weird is stuff like this tank, for example. no real shut off, and if you... Oh, there is a return down there, that's alright. And if we open the door, yeah, we've got this filter, which looks to be a bit like a Zanussi. And we've also got the ratchet door, also from a Zanussi, although it's got a nice metal pin. And we've also got this inner filter as well, which is also a bit like a Zanussi. Definitely some, I don't know, maybe some manufacturing rights going on somewhere with Electrolux for the door. What I like to call a anyway, we'll take that out. But if we take this heat exchanger out, we can see yeah, this is confusing by quite a long way. Even looking at it, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, also look at the drum. Look at this. Look where these paddles are from. But if you notice, the drum. So they've only got two paddles, but the drum, the back doesn't move. It's fixed. So you've got two bearing pads basically. So sort of Zanussi, sort of Zanussi, sort of Zanussi. But then if we look down here, this resembles a whirlpool. And if we open it, we find that it ducks like a whirlpool too. You see, whirlpool condensers are a bit strange. So if we notice here, obviously the air comes, in fact, it's quite weird. So where does it go? So the air, so I open this up and take this out. The air's going down there. Alright. And then wait, but you can feel around yourself that the air is there. So the air is coming across here, this way, but that means it's going through there. That's just odd. That's just weird. Supposedly. And then it's dropping down into here, and then we got our reservoir-ish, reservoir, lots of teeth to collect bits of fluff. But then where's it going? And it's just weird. And it's what's cool in it as well, like, so if that goes in, where's it going next? Oh, there's a gap up here. And then, yeah. How odd, does it go up there next? So it looks like the air must go through here, through the side, and then up there. And then there must be a fan blowing through to the front. Bit of an odd design, weird, quirky design. So anyway, why have I got it? Well, rightly sold as spares and repair. This should work, but I need to investigate it a little bit further at some point. So what's happened is the owner who owns it, a mouse decided to eat through both the pipes and some of the wiring somewhere in the bottom. He has repaired it all, but he just thought, just get a new one. He has mentioned that whatever wiring he's done it is 100% effective because apparently the tank fill, once this is filled up, won't shut off. It won't tell it's full. As in, so the float sensor's not working still. And he thinks it may be down to his wiring. So, but this should sense apparently still and dry as normal. So we'll give it a go. Right. I thought it was quite unusual then. I know what I've not done. Put the condenser in. Wonder why it was so wet before. Anyway, stripped it down, cleaned it out. This was originally, you remember, years ago. I think we are talking years ago. This was overfilling. Sorry, this was coming up with tank full because the float sensor was obviously tripping up prematurely. That was full of gunk. That's all been cleared out. The handle snapped recently, so there's a brand new handle on it. We're going to get the condenser, so that should run fine. It was sensing fine before, so we just need to get it in. But now it's cleaned out even more. It should work even better. Right, put on cover dry. Switch the buzzer on. So it does. There is a lid, by the way. Don't worry about that. There was no screws with the lid, but there's a lid. So, new hall sensor. Seems to be fine so far. It would be, but we knew that already. So, we'll do the same again. We're going to put it on cotton. Put it on cotton quick if you want. God, that's annoying. So you can cotton quick. I'll put a couple of towels in like I did before. Let's see what happens. Right, couple of towels in. See what happens. Now, before it took 12 attempts to weigh the load. It should only take 3. 1. 2. 3. Oh, come on. 4. Just get to 12. Maybe it just does it 12 times on this model. Who knows? 5. When I was 6. Not bad, actually. I haven't put any detergent in, but I doubt really want to either, because I'm also doing a little bit of another test as well while I'm at it. Come back to this in about 4 minutes time. Right, so we got the exact same problem. Let me try something else. I'll just put it on spin and then we'll try something else. Oh, so I thought I'd just update you with this Bosch W8E 24166. This is the motor. Yeah, it doesn't have standard Bosch brushes. It has the still the same little connections, but the brushes are these. And unfortunately they've worn down. But to make things annoying, trying to find replacements is pretty hard. Also, I'm not entirely sure who makes the motor because guess what? There's no labels on it. I think this is a subtle motor, but there's no labelling. Unfortunately, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, because I cannot find the correct brushes to fit in these holes, or even the actual brush, like you could probably change the brushes themselves, but you can't find them anywhere. It's basically, you know, you go on to the part sites and it's like you put that model in, it brings up the actual Bosch motor. In fact, it's quite strange that he's got this in, because that was like made like 2011 or something. Any date when that was made? No, not really. Or if there is, it's in a serial number. But yeah, why has he got that on? Because from my recollection, it was only like the very last like actual branded Series 4 ones that had these on. So either the first motor burnt out and that was replaced with it, in which case then the brushes are worn out within about 7 years, or they came with it and the brushes lasted all this time for 12 years or something. Seems quite strange, like how the belt came off and snapped it, wrapped itself round, bit of an odd one, but it must have been stretched. And it just so happens that this was also on its final brush length. So what I'm going to do is actually not fit this back. I'm just going to put a Bosch motor in because I've got one spare. Stick that in instead. That's all I could do really. Anyway, LG, what I'm going to do is actually now replace the motor instead. Sounds like an odd one. I just don't want it to be the board, of course. But we've got a spare LG motor. They're all the same, by the way, if you think, you know, if you're wondering. There it is. Oh! So, stick a Hall motor, we'll put the old Hall sensor, since it's doing exactly the same. And we'll rule out the Hall sensor. Stick that on there, and then we'll stick this in. Yeah. Bit of a odd one, that it's playing up like this, but hey-ho, guess this is the first. The white night dryer is heated up fine and drying. Right. What's happening? It's just weird. You'd just think it was the Hulk sensor. So anyway, well, I don't want to put it on tub clean. Bit of a daft one, but the reason simply is it should operate fine on tub clean, but I want to wash the tub out before I decide what I'm doing with it next. But I'm just wondering why, like whether bearings may be affecting this, but if they are, or if they do, it's odd how it does actually affect it, because at the end of the day it should just be tumbling normally still, even with bad bearings, because we know that LGs operate fine with bad bearings. Anyway, put it on top clean. Also, whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to test the water temperature, because I'm not too sure whether it, like, from what I can remember, some of these LGs only hit 40 during top clean. You're apparently supposed to put Calgon in or something, and then it washes it at 40. I suppose. Right, meal's done. Right, night's done. And the Bosch is done down there as well. And cover dry, they pretty much are. So the sensor's spot on. Cool. However, yeah, there's no water in that tank whatsoever. It might be because I'm not running enough and there isn't enough in the bottom. But yeah, the wiring to that pump might be broken. Right, so I've got it to fill with water. I think that's all it appears to be. Right. We'll see. Of course this is rent, so maybe that pause is normal. This is Maloney, of course. But it's a bit bizarre now, it's not wanting to drain. That's like 40. Wait a minute. Nope, still not wanting to drain. Right, well, this is what we're looking towards anyway. Gonna empty it again, let's see what happens. So this is, I can see what's happened now. And this is what he's on about. So here, mouse is chewed here. Ate some plastic around here. And then ate plastic here. Yeah, but the actual metal prongs are fine. But then he's put, looks like he's spliced here and here. And there's two. And then, I'm not too sure whether this is standard or whether it's what he's done. Oh man, this is standard. It's just where the manufacturers try to wrap the cables together, I think. So that's the pump. Let's have a look here. Tiny bites, but not gone through. Oh, that's fine. A lot of this is fine. Oh, I see. I'll tell you what the rat's done, the mouse has done. That's the float switch. And he's chewed the float switch. That's why the float switch won't work as well. He's taped it down, so it's not going to lift up. Yeah, so this is a cooling fan, by the way. It is a weird design.